Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode from the Eco-Friendly Florist in Vegas. Just wanted to show you that here in the desert, in January, since probably when I planted this single group of tomato seeds, the little salad tomato seeds, in May, I think it was May, I've had two crops, so to speak. This is my second harvest. I thought that at the end of the season in the fall that this plant was spent, and it's only in this little container where it's just one single strong stem. And I've had the second crop come up. The second batch of tomatoes. I have about at least 8 to 12 forming tomatoes. As you can see, there's one ripening. And here we are in January, mid-January. So, indoors, perfect temperatures between 70, 72 degrees and full sun, right, at my glass door here. But wow, what a surprise it was for me to know, because the growing seasons are a little more expansive here in the desert. Obviously, we have more light, and the spring comes a couple months early compared to the East Coast, and then it lasts a couple months longer when you go into the fall and winter, where you have warmer temperatures. So the season, is just a longer stretch for growing, which is great. So you do need to know your cutoff times. Here, you can only really grow outside from, I would say, the end of February, middle of February to the end of May. And then you're going to get into too high temperatures. Great for cactus plants that I have in that corner mound there. That's my cactus mound. But for other things like my bougainvillea that has gone a little dormant since we've had freezing temps, I have to cut that down and protect it with sheer fabric in the heat of the summer. And those Mexican petunias here, I also have to cover in the heat of the summer with white breathable fabric, preferably cotton or, close to that, linens. You can buy them. You can find fabric at your discount stores, your thrift stores, long as they're a very light color, because you want to deflect that sunlight intensity. You don't want to absorb more. If you have dark colors, you're just going to absorb more and it will burn. And also, this one is a mandarin orange that I'm trying to get a harvest from. It's in its third to fourth year. I almost lost it a couple times in the summer, so I know now to really protect it with the fabric that I mentioned. So now everything's kind of dormant, including the cactus, because outside, you do get freezing temperatures at night here. That usually starts around mid-December, and that can take you until mid-February. So I will start growing my produce and ornamental plants inside. These stay inside. These are shade plants. They're tropical. They stay inside, but they do great. There's no humidity in the atmosphere, even indoors. It's very arid in the desert. So if you have your plants at the lower level, I'm in a 2-level condo. So at the lower levels, you're not going to have that evaporation as quick. And these tropical plants will do okay as long as they're fertilized and watered. This one has grown into a beanpole. And it's because you're removing the lower stems as they die off, and it's just promoting growth upward. So it's kind of training the plant to grow taller. I really don't want that because it's so leggy, but it's okay. It just gives a different feel. It's done quite well compared to my other ones that will start to get a little leggy if I keep trimming accordingly. But you can also cut the tops, and that'll keep it where it's going to grow more towards the bottom of the plant. And then I have this one too. So these are all shade, and they're doing great here. So most of my plants stay indoors. The tomatoes can go out like the months I mentioned. Maybe for the tomatoes, I would say the end of February, beginning of March, and you can hopefully get a crop of tomatoes by the end of May. Some people do keep them outdoors too now. I notice if you have a hardier tomato, you can put them out probably in September, and you'll get a harvest around now. So my neighbor does that. So you have to know the environment, and you know that your plants do well, and you have to protect them accordingly. But wow, I will be collecting my salad tomatoes. And this one probably in a few days. The others maybe another week or so that are growing, and I have all the floral parts opening up. So it was a very nice find that this one single tomato plant has given me a couple yields. So try to grow your own food, experiment, see what works in your environment. So if you have any questions, send me direct message. And I'm a former science teacher. I love to grow plants. And I worked in a floral shop too. And I do have some orchids that I've maintained and that have new buds ready to pop. And as you see, I have them covered so that they have that tropical feel of moisture, because that's where they grow. So you do have to modify the environment here in the desert. But, you can have beautiful flowers. You can. You just need to know their conditions. Okay? So January, nice blooms even here at this time of year. All right, bye for now. Explore your world.